Trying to get the song to play, and it doesn't want to play. So let's try it one more time. And where's my song at? Not sure why it's not playing. I don't hear it. All right, so let's go and get started. Let's get started. I've been jamming out to this song for the past 30 minutes. Maybe I overplayed it. Maybe that's the thing. Proper song loop, I guess. There we go. Let's jam out.
In the land of digital gold, TA with T.I. Joey Bold. Charts light up as we unfold. Trust the signals, watch it grow. Technical analysis with trade intuition. Every move like a seasoned magician. Crypto life, no intermission. Piper Academy, network the mission.
I love that last part. Piper Academy. That's right, guys. Piper Academy, that's where it's at. When the music doesn't play, we make sure we get it to play. Because you need a party. You need to party. And here's where the party's at, guys. Here is where the party is at. This is the Trade Academy portion of the Piper Academy Network, where we talk everything foundation-wise. Everything foundation-wise. And starting in 3, 2, and 1. 3, 2, and 1. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time it is your time. It's always time to make this money. So let's do it, guys. Let's make this money. My name is Joe, also known as Trade Intuition. Of course, the alumni, the Piper Academy alumni, knows me as a bunch of different nicknames. Tradester Joe, also T.I. Joe, and of course, the original Trade Intuition. All right, so let's go ahead and get started, guys. Let's see, who was first? Jesse, my man. Jesse was first. Appreciate you so much for being here. You guys are great. You guys are absolutely great. We got Pennywise in a very, very close second. Pennywise says, smash the like. Yes, guys, definitely the easiest, fastest, best way you can support the channel, watch the content, smash the like, and comments. Those also help. So we got username in the house. What's up, username? Appreciate you, man, for being here. Of course, we do have the Rib Chat starting. Rib Chat is officially started with username. Nice work, my friend. See, Racer Joe, I have returned. I missed you, dude. I really have. I've been noticing you haven't been showing up to a bunch of the streams, and very glad you're back. Very glad you're back. All right. Uncle Jesse, what if you call, let's see, let's try this again. Username says, Uncle Jesse, what if you've been calling Pennywise a clown this whole time because he likes the band Pennywise? Hey, there you go. There you go. So here, you're nuts. You're nuts for sure. It's proven. You're nuts. See, Robert, what's up, Robert? Appreciate you, man, for being here. Appreciate everybody being here. Appreciate everybody smashing the like. You guys are the absolute best. Right now, we are trading Bitcoin. We're trading Bitcoin. So let's see in just a moment what we can do. All right. Let's see here. We got Darren Does Things. So happy you guys are here. Let's get it, guys. Let's get it. Alexandra G, the best mod in the biz. By far, hands down, the best mod in the biz. If you are a YouTube member, definitely show some love to Alexandra G and throw those mod queen emojis up, because that really does show the love. Show the love. All right. If you're not a YouTube member, I strongly recommend you become a YouTube member. 1, it helps support the Piper Academy Network. And 2, you get to do these really cool emojis. And you get access to other stuff. It's all that information once you sign up for a YouTube membership. If there's YouTube memberships and you like the content that's being provided, definitely consider that. But we do got the bingo and the bangos in the house. All right. Let's see here. You are only Tracer Joe to me, says username. Tracer Joe. No. No, never financial advice here, guys. Never. Guys, this has been like a wake up call doing the streams on the Piper Academy Network, because before I would always just read the chats, always just read the chats. And y'all have trained me really well to read them first and then put them up there. That y'all have. I see we got Retro Mike in the house. Retro Mike, appreciate you, man, and all of your middle names. Appreciate you greatly. We got Pennywise in the house. Pennywise. See here, going down the list, going down the list. All right, very good, guys. You guys are the best. All Set is in the house as well. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you for smashing the like. We're going to get started in just a moment. We're going to be looking at crypto bubbles, also the heat map, and then Bitcoin. Bitcoin's the first thing we look at. And then any coins that you want, definitely let me know, and I will do my thought process. And that's the most important thing, is the thought process. Instead of just saying, oh, it needs this level, break this level, you enter. Why? Like, what are we looking at? And especially if it's a coin that I'm not familiar with, we go and we do kind of like a deep dive, really brief deep dive for the majority of the part. And then that way we can see if we want to enter the trade or not. All right. Very good. We got All Set in the house. We got True. What's up, True? True Durkle. Appreciate you, man, being here. Appreciate you. All right. So going down the list really quick. And the Discord, that's where it's at, guys. Ooh, man. The education in the Discord is spot on. Lots of really great traders in there. If you're not a part of that, I strongly recommend you do that. Man, it's crazy. All right. IP going supernova. Yeah, IP, I don't like it. I don't like it. Made me feel really dumb when I was trying to find out what it was. It doesn't say what it is until the very, very bottom on the website. Don't like it at all. For that, I give it negative 10 points. I've never given a website negative 10. I've always said, negative 1, negative 2, negative 1, never negative 10. It made me feel really dumb. The whole time I'm looking at the website, it's like, what is it? What does it do? How? And then the very, very end. So negative 10 for that. See here, holy crap, $2 to $9? Are you kidding me? In 10 seconds? No way. So here, going to the list. All right. So let's go ahead and get started. We have in the hour, IP up 40.5%. Does a coin that makes no sense when you're looking at their website, can it make you money? Sure. Exhibit A, IP. IP. So just trying to give you a heads up. Can any of these coins make you money? Sure, definitely. It just depends on where the attention's at. And then once people start seeing 100%, guess what all these new people do? 100%. Well, let me buy it. Oh, well, it's going to come down. It's going to come down. All right. So let's see here. We got Barra. Barra is up on the daily, 30.2%. We have nice gains. Now, if you're not in these coins when they are moving, you might want to wait for a retracer. If and when the market is really, really great, then yes, if you see one moving 30%, you can enter it. Just know that you could get a lower entry, but more than likely it's going to continue going just because all the FOMO is there. See here. All right, so let's go ahead and look at a liquidation heat map. Let's go ahead and refresh the page. This is the 24-hour time frame. 24-hour time frame, and we do have this level right up here on the 24-hour time frame, right around 98. It came up really close to it. Well, it's actually 98.8. Came up really close to it, and now it's coming down. Why? Why not just take this? Take it and like it. That's what I say. Take it and like it. But it just started coming down. Now, we're going to show you on the chart what I think, and we'll see. So on the 12-hour time frame, look how close we got. We're at 98.6. We have liquidations right here at 98.9, we could say. Then we have more at 99.1. And then we have some down here really, really hot at 97.1 and 96.9. You would think that the market makers would want to take these before they come down. But price is coming down. Speaking about prices coming down, let's look at Bitcoin. Ooh, Bitcoin's coming down. Bitcoin's coming down. Were we aware of this? Were we prepared? Sure, of course. Matter of fact, I just entered a short literally a few minutes before the live stream. Literally, like 4 minutes, 5 minutes, I don't even know. Am I up or down? Well, let's see. I have a long going and also a short going. Now, my long, I do think that we are going to go higher, but I think we're going to retrace. Why do I think we're going to trace? Is because we are in, let's put this back, watermark. We're looking at the 4-hour time frame, and we can see that this wick is right here, candle body close to the top of the wick. This produces a liquidity zone, and we went over all those levels already on the heat map, and they all correspond to this area right here, pretty much. So what I'm thinking, not because of the heat map, but because I can see this wick, this is a selling pressure area. Doesn't mean that it can't break it. It just means that we have a higher likelihood that the price might come down. And not only that, but I also see this on the 4-hour time frame. I can get rid of this. This is what helped me enter trades earlier. But what I can also see is after this really nice retracement, we had a nice bounce up. And this is a really nice move. So this was my thought process here. Let me delete this. So when the price was here, breaking above this level, I thought it was going to go up, retrace, and this would be a nice area for the retrace before continuing up. And it did go up, and then even higher, right into this resistant zone before coming right back down. And this, I personally, if I was wanting to short, but I wasn't long at this time, I would have opened a short, because now for sure it's going to come down to here, probably, to come up. Still sitting in my long though. And it didn't. It said, nope, let's get bullish. So look at this huge candle. Now, because of this move right here, and being in this liquidation area or selling pressure, we'll say, because of this wick, we have a much higher chance of it finally retracing and then potentially continue the way up. This is why I did not close out my long and I opened a short. Now the short is going to be short plate. I should put higher leverage now that I'm thinking about it. But I just kept it simple. Now I was doing 87x leverage. I was trading 87x leverage for the past few days, doing really nice on it. But then I got smoked. Man, I got smoked on Solana. Good Lord. I always forget where I got smoked at. I think it was here. No, it was a big move. It was over here. Yeah, here's what it was. So I got smoked bad on Solana. I happened to see it, and I still have my things on 87x. And it came down, it broke below this, and it closed. And I saw this like, oh man, it made a huge move. I expected to come down to at least here. I entered a short with more money than I normally trade, just looking to get this really small move with 87x leverage. And it started going up. I was losing a lot of money with this tiny move. Coming down, good. Coming up, and I closed it. I was like, whoa, I just lost a lot of money. But it has to come down. Like, this is a huge, nice move. And I'm like, okay, I have a higher chance of it coming down. And especially to my VWAP, my blue line. Then I see this, and I see it going up a little bit more, and then I see it starting to come down. It's like, all right, now let me enter the trade. Now, granted, this is higher risk. For one, it hasn't been confirmed that it's coming down. Two, it hasn't confirmed with the kind of close underneath my 9 SMA. This is the start of a potential retracement. Once it breaks this level, even better. But I entered the short again, trying to revenge trade this loss. Came up, closed it out. This little move cost me a lot of money. Now, granted, I have it started out with a $10 leverage trade challenge. Then it went to $20 or $25. Then it went to $35. Then it went back to $10. Then it went to $40. Then it went back to $10. Then it went to $50, and this wrecked me. This put me from $50 back to 35. This right here. And I was like, okay, let me go back to let me make this money, but not fast. Let me make it slow and steady. All right. Ooh, root beer. Love me some root beer. All right. So let's catch up on the chat really quick. I believe y'all are talking amongst yourselves. Let me just check up on this. IP is Virtual's main competitor. Really? I did not know that. The only thing I got from IP, from their website, was that it's a learning process that is their like identity. And because it learns so many different things, you can see it by their identity, their IP. I forget what individual something or other. I think that's what, I forget what it stands for. But so like if you want that agent or if you want that whatever it does, then it holds more value because it's learned already a bunch of stuff. That's what I got from it, from the website anyway. But Virtual's main competitor, that's pretty scary because Virtual's is already down by a lot. It would be different if Virtual's was way up here and IP just came out and it being the Virtual's competitor, because now everybody who made money here is going to sell to get into this one so they can repeat the process. But right now, Virtual's is all the way down. That's pretty crazy. See here, going down the list. Okay, checking up. Let's see. That sounds like amazing day. Okay, going down. That's cool, Joe. Fishing for the short is a good idea. Right now, man, this right here so wrecked me so bad. Good Lord, man. It wrecked me bad. But right now, I think it's going to come down. And we're going to look at this in just a moment. Catch up on some of this chat really quick. Okay. Yeah, definitely smash the likes, guys. Smash the likes. It does help support the channel. If you have any questions regarding trading, I'm here for you. If you already know how to trade and you just want to test my skills, see if I know what I'm talking about, ask questions that really are going to help out the beginners coming in, but it also validates that I know what I'm talking about. And I think that's important too. I really do, because you don't want somebody teaching you if they don't know something. Now, granted, if I don't know, oh, and I forgot, I got to look up or do more stuff on market flow, money flow. But if there's stuff that I don't know, I have to, like I told you, it's like, wait, because there was a money flow. There was a few things. There was actually two different scenarios that were going through my brain as I was explaining. It's like, no, I gotta watch this again. I gotta check it out. And then we had people in the chat, giving some really great information. So just kind of give you a heads up. But yes, definitely smash a like. If you have coins you want me to do, let me know as well right now. I warned you. I warned for Solana. Jesse said that. I warned you guys. I warned you. See here. In the list. All right. We got Buck in the house. What's up, Buck? Appreciate you guys for being here. Appreciate you. Okay. Hey, Lunchable Connoisseur, my man. What's up, buddy? Appreciate you, man, for being here. Thank you very much for smashing the likes. We got French Toaster in the house. Ooh-wee. We got West in the house. Appreciate you guys. All right. So let's go ahead and get started. So right now we're looking at Bitcoin on the 4-hour chart. We kind of talked about this just briefly in reference to it might come down and the reasons why. We have this wick. We have this wick. You can see the wicks right here. And this is showing that there's selling pressure. Keep it simple, right? There's no SFP. There's no swing failure pattern or, other big complicated words that you have to need a definition for. This is a wick. A wick represents selling pressure in this zone. Selling pressure. Does that mean that it can't break out? No, of course it can break out. But it's just saying that we have a higher chance of it coming down potentially before it goes up if we continue making higher highs, higher lows. Now, this was the thought process when we were here breaking this level. We could actually get this, delete this, get this one, delete this as well. Now, I really love that it bounced in our bounce zone. I really love that. I don't want it breaking below our bounce zone. If it does, man, we're in a world of hurt. We are in a world of hurt. Let's go ahead and do a fib retracement. Make sure our magnet tool is on. Go from the very bottom. Make sure my crosshair is on so you can see my crosshairs. Go from the absolute very bottom. Make sure magnet tool steps in place. Now this may change. If this goes up, well then all our levels change because we need this to be at a pivot. This is definitely a pivot. This is tentatively a pivot, meaning it could change. It could go up higher. If it does, well then we adjust it. And what we're looking for is the retracement. For the fib retracement tool, we're looking for a retracement, and a really great area for retracement for the majority of the time is the 382, or retracing to the 32% or 38% level. These are percentages. If you just move the decimal 2 over, 30%. So I would like to see price action do this. Now let's go ahead and make this look a little bit more fancy. Let's go from here to here to here. I would like to see that. And for that reason, I'm in a short. Keep in mind long open because I think it's going to continue going up. Now, if worst case scenario, well, I wouldn't say worst case, but here's another scenario. Let's say it gets rejected here and it comes back down. I'm thinking we may get a bounce on the 0.5, which is also right along the line of this trend line, which is from our previous all-time high levels, resulting in this green, dark green area being our support zone that was created from the last cycle. This zone right here is created from candle wicks on this cycle. So I'm thinking maybe coming to here and then coming out. So all in all, supposed to potentially go up. Now, if we do this and then come up and then break the low, not a problem because we're expecting it to potentially bounce here. Now, if it breaks this level, this is what we don't want to see. Why don't we want to see it? Because now we're constantly breaking lows. Coming to the 618 golden pocket, breaking down again, coming now to the candle closes on the 4-hour time frame of these candles, and then losing it. This is what we don't want. And I'm gonna put this in red. Y'all can't see it. I'm gonna do this in purple. Y'all can't see it. I'm gonna do this in red and a bigger. There we go. Okay, so this is what we don't want. We don't want to see this. Because then, smaller time, or bigger time frame, then we see this. We break below this, go into the bounce zone, and we don't bounce out of it. We enter our second bounce zone. This is danger. 85% chance, these are just numbers I'm throwing out in the air. 85% chance it's going to break to the downside. More than likely come up, get a bearish retest on the trend line from the previous all-time highs, coming down, wreck city, unless you're doing shorts. So this is my thought process on Bitcoin. I do think currently we're going to have a small retracement before continuing up. And if we can just kind of look at this, let's hide all of this stuff, because I know this stuff gets kind of overwhelming. But if we can just kind of look at this, let's go maybe on a higher time frame. Nope, that didn't help. What I'm trying to point out is this. We have, look at the candle body sizes. We have it going like this and like this. Then we dump. And then now we get back in this range. So let's say if we can draw it. Let's hide everything. We're not going to delete everything. We're just going to hide everything. So let's go to make another folder for this. Hide this and hide this. Everything's hidden. Now what we're going to do is we're going to, and this is why I love doing this, just kind of hide everything or delete everything. In this case, we're just hiding and just kind of like look at it. Do you see anything different? Well, not so much different, but I do see this. See that? Let's move this. So we had a breakout here. We had a breakout here, but the majority of it is in this range. You know, our range low, our range high, our mid range. And then it broke down and it came back up. And now we're at the very top. So here, are we going to break down, go back to the mid range, and then come back up and break out and use this as support? Potential. Potential. All I know is this is our main level that we need to break. Now, granted, these numbers always change because depending on what time frame you're on, depends on where you see the kind of close. So it's never like a to the dollar and cent amount. It's, you know, it's like a zone. But the level we need to break is 98.5. And we came up right to it. We created a wick. It's on the 6-hour time frame. The reason we're using this time frame is so we can reduce all the noise, all the ups and downs, all those little candles that are making up these larger time frame candles. I like what I see. We need to break above this level, break above it, gain support. And now what we're actually doing is we're changing or starting the change possible. Very important. These words are extremely important. Possible trend change. Just because we get one high that beats the previous high, that doesn't mean it's a trend change. The more highs that you get, the more higher lows that you get, higher highs, higher lows, the stronger the trend. When you just have one, it's potentially the start of a trend change. Then you have two higher highs. Now it's looking strong. Then when you have three higher highs, now it's strong. So for me, it's always 3 to 5, whether it's candle bodies or, you know, higher highs or higher lows. All right, moving on. Let's see here. Gonna go with the chat really quick. See if we see anything for me. Tracer Joe, why are people, oops, change this now. Put this up here. Tracer Joe. Uh-oh. Tia's crossing. Let's go to Tia real quick. Ooh, nice. This one's ready. Oh, man, but look at this move. They're all moving right now. They're all moving right now. Very small little retrace. I just hate to FOMO and then be at a loss. Let's see, username says, Tracer Joe, why are people scared to make a bet with Buck? No idea. What bet are we talking about? Granted, we don't condone gambling. YouTube, we don't do that. Let's see here. Special like, yes, guys, definitely special like. It does help support the channel. We're here to show you how to trade. We're here to, on the 4 o'clock time frame, which is right now, our goal is to give you a very solid foundation so that anything you build on it, indicators, divergence, patterns, whatever you're going to do, you have a very solid foundation. And I give you all of my thought process. Now, of course, this is Monday through Friday, and we do this at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So just kind of let y'all know that. Let's see here. Oh, wait. Y'all were looking at what I was doing. Shame on you. Let's see. Now, of course, I do have my own channel. It's Trade Intuition. And of course, on there, I have this copy. I go live on my channel Monday to Friday, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Saturday and Sunday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And this is on my channel. And also at 12 a.m., at least 3 to 5 times a week. So there's plenty of times for you to get this alpha. Right now, Piper Academy Network, we partnered together, and now I am on their 4 o'clock time slot so that I can give you more of this information. But definitely, if you're not subscribed to my channel, definitely subscribe, and we show you all this stuff. All right, moving on. Let's see here. Going down the list, just checking to see if there's anything for me. Ooh, 10 seconds. Ribs. I love it. See here. What's the difference? Okay, here we go. I believe there's a question for me. Wes says, what is the difference between isolated and cross and combined and separate for leverage trades? I've never heard of combined or separate. I've only heard of isolated and cross. Isolated is when you, let's say, the easiest way I can explain stuff is by drawing it. So let's go dot. All right. So let's say you have a leverage account, and on the leverage account, you have $100. So you have $100 in your leverage trading account. If you do isolated and you trade with $10, and let's say the price goes down and you get liquidated, you lose your $10. You didn't have a stop loss, you were willing to lose $10. Your leverage, whatever it was, you got $0 now. You lost $10, so now you have $90. Now, if you have cross, and you trade with $10. Now, the price goes down, but instead of getting liquidated, this starts tapping into this. So you're still in the trade. Your price is going down and down and down if you're in a long, and down and down and down, which could, if you're doing extremely high leverage, this could go to zero, which would make that go to zero. So instead of only losing $10 in an isolated trade, you could potentially start off with $10, but since it's a cross margin, you're actually losing your entire account, and you go to zero. Now that's the bad side. Now the good side is, let's say, comes down, you get liquidated. However, after it goes down, just to liquidate you, it starts going up. And this was $100, but because it was going down, it started going to $90, then $85, then $80, and then now it starts going up. So as it's going up, now your money here also goes up. You'll see it going to 80, 85, 90, and then of course now you're in profit, and you end up closing the trade and you just made $700. So there's a plus and a minus to everything. I do not recommend cross because it could do this. And then we could have a flash crash. Everything goes down 30, 40%. And then even though you're up 700, now you get liquidated. So that's my thought process. Do I do cross? I've done it a few times. I don't like it because I don't really see like my money, like how much did I actually earn? I've only done it a few times. I've gotten wrecked many times when I first started. Binance would automatically put you in cross when I started. This was a long time ago. And I would wreck my accounts. And I would have a lot of money in there. For me, a lot of money is, what would you say it's more than this? And I got wrecked. I was like, oh, that's weird. And I did it again, put my money in there, and I got liquidated again. Like all of my money, all of it, not just my trade, but all of it. I said, that's weird. It happened 3 times. And again, I'm losing big money. And then the 4th time it was going to happen, and I happened to be on the call with my buddy. I was like, dude, like my money keeps on disappearing. Like, I don't know. Like, he goes, well, are you on cross or isolated? I said, what's the difference? He's like, oh no, Joe. I found out what cross was. I found out. So I just use isolated. Great question. Great question. Let's see here. Going down the list again. Going down the list. Username says, might need to drag the, okay. See here. Here. Let's see here. Gotta be really careful what I put up here. Let's see here, put in the list. I might skip some stuff. I think we're good. See, Wes says, Joe's on fire today, streaming for 3 hours earlier. Yes, my previous stream was 3 hours. There was a lot of great content in that stream. If y'all haven't, if you weren't a part of it, I recommend you watch it. You can do it on 2x speed if you want, but definitely smash the like when you watch any of the videos from any person and leave comments. It really does help. So here, very good. But yeah, there was a lot of great questions and a lot of just topics, kind of like this, you know. I love doing these. So here, see, a buddy of mine who's new to trading asked me why my P&L was 170, was negative 187, or I don't know if that's 187 or negative. He sent me a screenshot. Oh, he was on cross. That sucks. Also, he had no stop loss. Shaking my head. Yeah, that'll do it to you right there. Oh, it's just hard. Yeah, but yeah, like I said, I mean, I got liquidated 3 times, and then the 4th time I almost got liquidated. I ended up closing, but I mean, it took away all my money. It pretty much took away all my money. Man. Username says stop losses are like speed limit signs. I just ignore them. No. Yeah. See, Alexander G says, Joe is amazing with all the live streams. Matter of fact, thank you. Yeah, I'm trying to, man, I'm so trying to help these people make money, understand trading. And then I love it too, because like there's a lot of people in here, they're very talented traders, seasoned traders. And they watch the show to show their support, because they know, you know, watching it helps, you know, the views, not only that, but somebody wants to join a stream that has more than 8 people. They really do. If there's a stream that has 2 people, they just keep on going. Oh, this one has 100. Let me click on this one. You know, obviously they're better because they have 100 versus someone who has 2. So, yeah. See, CJ says, nice, 190 on a 3-minute scalp. Ooh, doggy. Nice. Alts are pumping. Yeah. Alts are pumping. Very true. So let's go back to my Bitcoin. Let's go back to 5-minute. Let's take this off. Let's just look. Ooh, what am I doing? So let's hide this, this, and this. Okay. So right now we are coming down. This is why my short is doing nice. Let's see here. I also want to put on my VWAP and my moving averages. Oh, and I wanted to, I have my favorite tracer. So I would like to see it come down to here. We'll see if it comes down to this, comes up, and it continues down. Let's see. We shall see. Jesse says, Joe, you tell your thought process. That's what makes you special. Thank you. I thought it was the helmet I wear. My mama said it was a special helmet. Makes me special. Let's see here. K Diggity says, if you guys break even just like me, feel free to ask for help. Hey, there you go. You're not losing, so that's good. That's good. So for me, so I train a lot of people. I help a lot of people. And this was, man, this was a long time ago. This was, let's see, I was helping somebody doing a one-on-one, and I went there for like 2-3 hours. And finally he asked me, he's like, hey, Joe, like the last 10 trades, what's your win to loss ratio? I said, oof, the last 10, man, I'd say 3 out of 10. Like, you lost 3 out of 10? I said, no, I won 3 out of 10. And right away, I knew what he was thinking. This dude won 3 out of 10, and he's training me? I just wasted 3 hours of my life with this dude who doesn't know how to trade. And so I flip it to him. I said, you're asking the wrong question. This is how I know that you're newer. And the reason I'm saying that, because I asked the same question too. The question shouldn't be, what is your win to loss ratio? Because you could win 3 and you could lose 7. But these 3 that you win gained you that's wrong. Gained you 180% versus the 7 losses, which made you lose 40%. So you're asking the wrong question. The question should be, out of all your wins and losses the past week, was your percentage higher that you actually gained or lower? Were you up or down? Oh, I was up. Oh. But this is the easiest way you can tell somebody who's newer to trading. What's your win to loss ratio? This is what they want to know. Now, on these 7 losses, 2 of them were from it hitting my stop loss, 15% stop losses. Then a few of them were because I saw Bitcoin was coming down and my coins were reacting really fast. So I moved up my stop loss. Instead of losing 15%, I lost like 7% or 4%. So, but those are still losses. But the 3 that I did win, well, they did really well. All right, moving on. Let's see here. Let me go ahead and put this. Let's see here. So let me go ahead and move my stop loss for my shorts. So my stop loss for my short here, I can lose. So just to give you my thought process, and I know this is very little money, but it's the principle behind it. It's to show you that you can trade. Now, of course, every time I click it, I gotta wait 30 seconds, literally 30 seconds. But it's the principle behind it. You know, I'm trading first with $10, then it went to 25, then 35, then back down to 10, then 40, then back down to 10. Now, the reason they go back so drastically is because what I do when I'm trading, I just slide that sucker over. It's like, ooh, man, it's a quick win. Slide it over, super high leverage, and boom, I lose. There's been a few where I win. It's like, oh, man, you know, instead of winning $1, $2, I just want 13. But it also goes the opposite way. Look at that, I hit it like 20 seconds ago. Come on, McC. But finally, thank you. So right now, I could lose 56 cents. Y'all see that? I lose 56 cents, which is 7%. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get this and move it slightly above my 30 SMA. Move it slightly above my 30 SMA. Now I go to my short. So now instead of losing 56 cents, now is going to be in the positive, maybe 5 cents. And of course, you have to equate your fees. Now on MXC, I pay very little fees. Blowfin, I don't really trade too much on Blowfin just because I have a MXC account. But if you are interested in joining Blowfin, of course, the link is in the description. It's US friendly, very important. Once again, I clicked on this 15 seconds ago. We have a few more seconds to go. I don't know why. And it just started doing this too. I would say maybe like 5 days ago, where I'm clicking it. It's like, what's going on? So while that's, oh man, y'all make me want some ribs. That rib chat is strong with you guys. Here we go. So now I could win 11 cents. So it's not about the money. It's about not losing. So here I'm in profit. If it, you know, for whatever reason goes up, I would like to see it come down. And then same thing with my, with my long. Oh, my long, I'm still in a loss. My long, I'm still in a loss. I don't want to put it up here because I'm pretty sure it's going to come up here. I'm pretty sure. I mean, we'll see. Let's see what happens. So let's put this back over here. And of course, we're going to answer any questions that y'all have. Let's put this back up. I believe we can see everything. Yeah. Okay. So this is the Bitcoin. Let's see here. We do have a question from CJ. Why are alts pumping with Bitcoin dumping? I wouldn't say Bitcoin's dumping. If we go on a higher time frame, let's say the 1 hour, we got to compare apples with apples. So right now, the Bitcoin was going up. Now Bitcoin is retracing, and hopefully, the market is going to try and let's go 1 hour to 1 hour. So this one's still going. I mean, it's pulling back a little bit, but it's still going. I would, and I mentioned this earlier today, I would absolutely love for today to be the first day of the bull run. I'm talking like insane bull run, where everything goes up 15, 30%. And of course, as a trader, you're like, all right, well, I'm gonna buy the retest. I'm gonna wait for it to pull back. And then the next day it goes up another 30, 40% and only retracing 15. And it's like, huh, that's different. And hopefully now it should pull back, because we've seen that before too. It's like, but it's kind of different. And it goes up another 34%. It's like, oh boy, we're in it now. We are in the bull run. Everybody's going to make crazy money. It's going to be so difficult not to make money. Let's go. Let's freaking go. Steaks for everybody. Ooh, doggy. And ribs. But let's see, and dominance going up. See here, why are alts pumping with Bitcoin dumping and dominance going up? Oh, so that was a whole question. See here. So alts, let me draw this out. Alts. Well, let's go on Bitcoin dominance first, because it relates to Bitcoin dominance. Where is my Bitcoin dominance? Let's go to hourly. Let's turn off our indicators. Okay. Let's see here. So the question is, why are alts pumping? So we have alts pumping with Bitcoin dumping, and dominance going up. Bitcoin dominance going up. Okay. So Bitcoin isn't dumping. Bitcoin is retracing. Dumping will be just like a massive, 15% pullback, 20% pullback. That's dumping. Bitcoin is retracing, and that's fine. Alts are moving up. So the reason I think alts are going up is because Bitcoin was moving up and giving hope for the alts. So the alts are moving up. Now the alts have kind of caught some momentum. And now that Bitcoin is slightly retracing, this momentum is still like, oh man, we're doing good. Hopefully this is it. And then this may, have it go up more. Now, the reason as far as Bitcoin dominance going up, even though people are buying the alts, they're not buying a significant amount of alts to outperform the Bitcoin purchasing power, I guess. Because it's literally a pie. So even though alts are taking up more of the pie, it's still not doing anything compared to the amount of Bitcoin being bought from everybody. So hopefully that makes sense. Let's see here. I think that was a good explanation. Do I have it on this? I hope I do. Yes. Okay. So I'm sure, and I do a lot of drawings. Let's see. let me delete all these first, because I do want to explain this. You know, most of us already know it, but some of us don't, and that's okay. So I don't want to. Let's go path. This group, right? All right. See here. All right. So I would recommend everybody screenshot this. Let's go ahead and put this out of the way so we can see it. And also let's hide this. Did I hide it? Sorry. That way y'all can see this. Now, this is Bitcoin dominance explained. And so when Bitcoin dominance is going up and Bitcoin is coming down, this is the worst case scenario for alts because they get hit the hardest. People are basically what I say is look at Bitcoin. If Bitcoin's going up, the alts usually go up. And you can see here, Bitcoin season, here, alt season. So when Bitcoin goes up, this is good for alts, period. When Bitcoin goes down, it's not good. Now, a retracement is okay. A dump is not okay. And a dump is when the alts get hit the hardest. So if we break certain levels on Bitcoin and we start going down, 15, 20%, the alts are absolutely just, 50, 60, 70% again. They're going to lose, And then here, if this is going down, they move sideways. If anybody needs me to go over this, I can, but this is pretty much how it goes. All right, so let me go and look at the chat really quick. I haven't had pulled pork in a long time. Man, there's a restaurant literally real close to us. Like 35, 40 bucks for a decent meal. Let's see here. Well, not just one meal. It's let's see here. Small wins. Oh, small losses, small wins. Small losses, big wins. Okay. One to the list. You guys are so funny. See, almost rip chat. Long on Bitcoin here. Let's look. No, I wouldn't. I'd expect it to pull back at least a little bit more. At least, maybe to this area. I always forget to delete my drawings. But it's literally level by level. Like I wouldn't long right here. You may want to long because, well, we could get a bounce in this zone. We had a candle body close on the higher time frames. And you may want to enter here because it might bounce over the 9 SMA or, our VWAP. But in the bigger picture, it's come up a really nice way. Ideal, perfect conditions, I would love to see it come back down to here, at least to here. But, it could just go to here and then go up. But once it does, I'm going to see if it gets a rejection here. If it continues up, I close out my short. Ooh, no cornbread. Username. What's going on? I love me some cornbread. Diggity. You don't like cornbread? Man, what's wrong with you guys? Jesse. Man, it's like, I don't even know y'all. It's like, I don't even know you. Ooh, I love me some beans, some baked beans. Real, yes. So here. On the list. Buck says, your vote is invalid. You said pulled pork and ribs were the same. Uh-oh. I'm going to miss it, guys. Next one, though. Next one. Meet up in Las Vegas. Bitcoin 2025. So here, going to the list, reading some of this chat really fast, see if there's anything addressed to me. Retro Mike Tech says, stay in my lane. Stay in my lane. That would be funny. That would be so funny. So here we have our crypto channel. We're doing crypto, and all we talk about is ribs. Then the rib convention, the Bitcoin convention, eating ribs, and all you talk about is crypto. That is funny. That is so funny. Alexander G, thank you so much for being here. Appreciate you greatly. You're the best. So here, going down the list. See, I don't think I've missed anything so far. Any questions directed to me? Oh, here we go. David has some information. David says, be careful. Be careful where we are right now. I'm already in a small long, but I wouldn't enter right now here unless it's super small entry. Yeah, same. I forgot where my entry was. For my entry, it was on this one because I've been in and out of this. But for this entry for my long is at 97,496. Let's see. 97,496. That's what I said. 97,496. And let's put this one a color of purple and thick. And okay. So I barely got in. Oh yeah, I got in today. That's right. Because like I said, I've been trading this, and been doing pretty well. But my average entry is right here. Oh, that's right. Oh man, why didn't I close it? So even with all that thought process, because I've been trading this one off and on so many times, I thought my entry was lower. And then right now, when I was moving my stop loss, it's like, am I in the negative? I forgot that, man, I forgot. I should have closed it up here. Mistake. So do y'all see where I messed up? I've been trading this off and on. I thought my entry was down here, even though I just entered it earlier today. For whatever reason, I thought my entry was way down here. So looking at this, like, oh yeah, it should come down here. And man, the light bulb literally just snapped or turned on right now. Wow, I don't believe that. And right now, when I put this on here, I'm like, why is it way up here? It should be further down. Nope. Man, I just realized that. In my opinion, the minimum it'll come down is here. In my opinion. So like here, it go up and then come down, then go up and then come down. The minimum, I think, is going to be here. Right at my entry. So right now I'm debating. Should I close out my entry, my long? Should I close out my long and then just re-enter later? Or should I hold on to my long and then I should sell my long. And I didn't even snap to that either. I would have to sell, close out my long, and then just wait for it to go up, pull back, and then enter along again. Man, I can't believe that. And I was up pretty good too on my long. I'm gonna close out my long. And yeah, I'm gonna close it. I'm closing my long right now. So and what really sucks is like it was way up here. And I had this whole thought process. And that sucks. Oh well. Oh well. Okay, so let's bring this back up. So I closed my long, so now price will go up. That's how it goes, right? Joe, you closed your long. Yep. I don't believe that too. I had the whole thought process too. Now watch, now that I sold it, it's gonna go up. It's okay too. But I would think it's gonna go down just because it went up. All right, moving on. Oh man. Let's see here. Hold the line. Oh, hold the line. Add to it later if needed. That's what I was kind of thinking too. But I was in profit already. So yeah, just do it. Let's see here. Japaleno cornbread. Yeah. Japaleno. Yes. Jalapeno. Okay. Yeah, right now we are deviated above the value area high. So only if I see good confirmation of a long. Yeah, but here it wouldn't be bad if it goes up. It comes back down. We don't want, for a short, I don't want it breaking this. Don't want it breaking this. But I do expect it to come up, come down, come up, come down. See here. I'm reading y'all's chat. You guys are crazy. Let's see here. Anything else for me? I don't see anything else. Okay, good. All right. Yeah. So that was my area, my long that I opened, which was right here. After this run up, I'm guessing into the long and bloop, bloop, bloop. Did well. Sold it right here like a dummy. Should have sold it up here. And this is after it's like, oh, it's coming down. Let me do the short. And I'm gonna leave this one so it can run. But looking back at it now, it's like, oh, I think it's gonna come down. I mean, it'd be healthier if it came down that much. But if the bulls are, you know, if there's so much buying pressure, then, well, just gonna keep on going up. But if you have any questions, guys, let me know. See, throw up a fixed volume profile if that's of that local range. From here on the 5 minute, what time frame? Like what local range are you referring to? Because every local range is different, depending on where you pull it from. In my opinion, are you talking about from here? I mean, I can just zoom out a little bit more to see the bigger time frame. Let's see here, fixed range volume profile from here to here, way down here. From here to here is right here. So it depends on where you're referring to. But for this move, from this pivot, average is right here, which is just under the 38% mark. And if we're talking here, then it's underneath it. 4 hours. 4 hours. Ooh, doggy, this is messy. Where's this? Good. All right. See, the range we've been in for weeks. So I'm assuming here in this main pivot. Okay, so we're above it. So the range pull from here to here is this really dark red. And then the pull from this one is right on it. See, Robin says, what are the main signs that you need to sell or buy? The main signs that I need to sell or buy. Okay, so we'll go with buy first. So I want to make sure that, so for me, Robin, like this, the question may be simple, and if it crosses this level, you buy, or if it crosses this level, you sell. But for me, like that one question, just like any question, I have all these different variables that I put into it. So bear with me. So what would make me want to buy a token? What are signs that you need to buy a token? It depends on my risk. If I am doing a safe trade, what I need to see is a high being broken to enter, knowing that depending on where it goes to, the pullback could, find support here, and then we enter again. But if it does this, can I enter here? I mean, I could, but I really wouldn't. So for me, it has to break a high. It has to break a high. Now, if it breaks a high that is a major high, so let's say we have a high here, and this is a high, I could enter this high, but it's still kind of higher risk. This one is kind of, risk. This one is kind of risk. Good Lord. This one is risk too. But if I wait for this high, this is much safer. So it depends on the risk that I'm willing to take at the moment. Now, in addition to that, as far as buying, it depends on the market too. Like, even though it broke this high, looking at the previous price action, it could have broken the high many times and then come down and been in this, crap for 3-4 months. So just because it breaks a high doesn't mean I'm going to buy. I have to look to the left. So that's another thing that I do. I look to the left, see what the price action is done. Let's see here. What else? In order for me to buy the market, like if the market is so, I want to see it doing this price action, gaining strength. Then I can enter the trade and then add to the trade. But if the market is bad and it breaks above a level, I'm very rare that I'll enter. I'll usually wait, or I'll scale into the trade. What else would make me want to buy? I mean, there's so many things that are coming to my brain right now. Let's say we had a really nice pump. And then it retraced to, let's say, the 38% level, or maybe even the 50% level. and then I see it bounce out of the golden pocket, which is also breaking out of this, this would encourage me to buy because it's potentially breaking above the golden pocket. I mean, there's a lot of things that would encourage me to buy. Now, when all these things are together, and the more things are, we had this, we had all these other things are adding together. When the market's gooder, the market is gooder. So when the market is gooder, that's when you want to buy. When the market's better. When the market's gooder. That's funny. So listen here, when you want to buy, it's when the market's gooder. When the market is better, that's when you want to buy. There's so many different things, but those are probably the main ones. When it breaks a main level, a key level of support resistance, it's been trying, couldn't do it so many times, and then it tried again, it couldn't do it, and then finally it breaks above. I'd want to buy. Why? Well, when it comes down, all this very strong resistance is now strong support. So I want to buy there. If it breaks above this level because of this, I'd want to buy. Because I know if it comes down, I'm almost guaranteed, nothing's a guarantee, but I have a very strong likelihood it's going to bounce up. So there's a lot of reasons why I would want to buy. Now, in reference to selling, well, it's the same thing, but just opposite. If this was finding a bunch of support, and then it breaks it, ooh, now it's going to be hard to get back up. So I would sell. For selling, let's see here. For selling, here's another one for selling. Now, of course, the higher the time frame, the stronger the move. The lower the time frame, the potentially shorter the move, or time-wise. But let's say we're on a 4-hour time frame, and we're doing this. And this is great. This is absolutely great, because what we're doing is we're breaking the highs, which is good. This is what we want to do. But hey, we're not breaking the lows. We don't want to break the lows. And then we break the low. Uh-oh. Candle close under here. This might want me to sell a little bit, just in case it's a fake out. I'll sell half of it because I don't know what's going to happen. It could trick me and continue going up. And I just messed out all these moves because I panicked. Here I sold 50%, and then it goes up. Awesome. Now it does it again. It breaks this level. Oof. Selling half. Breaks this level. Uh-oh. We might be starting the trend change because we're in an uptrend. I'm going to sell some more. Breaks this level. Okay, I'm out. I'm out completely. Boom. Broke 3 levels. I'm done. I can short now. So that's another reason to sell or to buy the opposite way. But there's a whole bunch of different reasons. And what I strongly recommend is watch this show every day, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Monday through Friday. And all these questions that come up, it's like a puzzle. Like you get one piece today, another piece the next day, another piece. And then eventually, it clicks. Like there's times where I've actually watched a video 8, 10, 12 times. It's like, man, I don't get it. And I'm taking notes and it doesn't make sense. And then I'm watching again and it's like, oh, that's okay. I think I get it now. And then sure enough, it's literally like a light bulb. I was like, okay, let's see here. So let's see. This is just, I just want to know. So the poll, if you have not already done the poll, please do the poll. The poll says honest answers only, honest answers. If someone falls, Do you laugh? 10% said laugh. Laugh and then see if they need help. 28% of y'all said yes. Or act like you didn't see anything, like, oh, they fell. Because I want help. I want 3%. And then 59%, an overwhelming majority, asked if they were okay. Like for me, when I'm watching these, videos or whatever, and, a random video comes on where somebody falls down and it's like, ooh. And everybody around is, it's like, oh man, like, are they okay? Like that looked like it hurts. That's my initial thought. I have never laughed at him. Now I've laughed at myself because I felt like, oh man, I can't believe this just happened. I've laughed at myself, but I've never seen somebody fall and be like, ha 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 ha. As soon as it's like, oh man, oh, I bet that. Hey man, you okay? Like, you need help or anything? Well, yeah, I've never been one to laugh. Now my brother, on the other hand, somebody just stumbles. Man, he's peeing his pants laughing. Ha ha ha! Look at you! You can't even walk. Me, I'm the opposite. It's like, hey man, you okay? What happened? Let's see here. Robin says, thank you. It was very detailed, and that was like 10%. Yeah, there's so many different other variables that I could throw out there, but those would be the main ones. But this is what I do. This is literally what I do. And then of course, if you want, you can get more of this style of teaching, training on my channel, Trade Intuition. These are the times I go live. Also at 12 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, at least 3 to 5 times a week. So just give you a heads up. But yeah. Let's see here. Thank you. That was very detailed. Another question. How do you know if it breaks out and it's not a fake out? Robin, you are killing it with the questions. I love these questions. Absolute man. Rockstar questions. How do you recognize it's a fake out? That is a question right there. All right. See here. So before I get to that, your next statement. So here we go. Let's say we have a trend line. No, let's do a support resistance level. So let's say we have a level. And now the key is, what time frame are you on? That's the question. See, will there be a midnight stream tonight? Yes, there will be a midnight stream tonight. So my goal, because I know we're getting closer and closer to making crazy money. So my goal is to try to prep you right now. This is trying to prep you as fast as I can so you make the most amount of money. And that's why I'm doing all these streams. So I have my streams, then I have Piper Academy streams that I do, then I have my streams that I do again, and then I'm also on Crypto Coin Mindsets channel on Mondays, and then also Fridays. Mondays, it's, to help again, and then Fridays is more just kind of relaxing, but I still help. But my goal is so everybody makes money, so everybody can get up to speed. So let's say breakout. First question, what time frame are you on? If you are on a 15-minute time frame, you have a increased chance for breakouts. If you are on a 4-hour time frame, you have a decreased probability of fakeouts. If you are on a 4-hour time frame, you have an increased amount of possible fakeouts. Whoa, wait a minute, Joe. You're throwing me off here. You just said slower. What are you comparing it to? Compared to a daily has lower probabilities of fakeouts. So it depends on the time frame you're going on. Now, for the smaller time frames, the smaller time frame you go, the more money you can potentially make. However, higher risk, higher reward. This is riskier because, just like you mentioned, it could lead to fake outs. So we'll do fake outs. Bullshit. Same thing with the 4-hour time frame. You reduce the amount of money you can make potentially. However, you increase your probability of not getting stopped out and having money or wins consistently. Now, same thing applies for the 4-hour versus the daily. So the higher time frame you go, the better it is. Now, can you make money on a lower time frame? Yeah, sure. Just know that you're increasing your risk. It's better to increase your risk on a long if we're in a bullish market. Just makes sense. Let's enter sooner because our probability of the market continuing to be well or good for us is going to increase the likelihood of making us more money. So in addition to the time frames, we also have to take into account the market. Now, in my opinion, these questions, if you were to ask like any other channel, they will say, let me see how they would answer it. Let's see here, the question is buying the breakout. Oh, so their answer would be, well, in order to buy the breakout, what you want to do is you want to see, hold on, wait for it. You want to see volume. You want to see volume going up. Volume going up and price action going up. Buy with volume confirmation. This is what you want. That's the answer they give you. I give you experience. They give you they regurgitate websites. If you want to buy with volume confirmation, fine, okay, I'll buy with volume confirmation, but on what time frame? I haven't read that page yet. I don't know what website that's on. What time frame? Lower time frame, you get this information. Higher time frame, you get this information. They would tell you a volume confirmation. You want to see volume coming up. Okay. So here's, let me throw a wrench. Let me throw a wrench in that statement. Let me throw a wrench in that statement, all right? Here we go. So we want to buy with volume confirmation. What does that mean? That means that the volume is going up, and that's the volume indicator bar. You just search volume and you'll see it, volume right here. Has no name on it, and this is from Trading View. And it looks like this. So we have volume. You have volume going up, and you have price going up. This is good. This is buying the breakout with volume confirmation. Notice the volume going up and our price going up. Next question. What is volume? They don't tell you that part. They just regurgitate what they read on a website or what they heard their mentor tell you. Buy the breakout with order confirmation or volume confirmation. Volume is the amount of buys and sells. Whether it's more buys or more sells, the volume will be going up. Once again, regardless if it's more buys or more sells, it just means that the activity of buying is increasing. There's more volume, more buyers and sellers. Now, keep all that in mind. Price is going up, volume's going up, but look at this bar. Y'all see this bar right here? It's red. Why is it red if it's going up? This bar, this volume bar, is the exact color of the candle itself. Did the candle close above its open? If it did, if it closed above its open, then it's good. it's green. If the candle opens here and it closes underneath, am I saying this right? Closes underneath, it's red. So let me draw, I have to draw it out. I'm very visual. So the candle closes here. The next candle opens here and it closes here. So this is going to be green. If the next candle, so it closes here. The next candle opens here and it closes here. This is red. So that's how that goes. These colors are then put here. If it's a candle that closed under its open, it's going to be red. Now, why am I saying all this? Tie it in, Joe. Tie it in. Buy the breakout with order or volume confirmation. Buy the breakout, order confirmation. The volume is coming up because there's more buys and sells, more buys and sells. And then fake out. This was on a 4-hour time frame. What happened? I bought with volume confirming candle close, candle close, candle close, and it came down. Why? Volume was increasing, right? Yeah. But it doesn't tell you if they're buyers or sellers. It just says there's more volume. So as it's increasing, people are selling to the buyers. So there's more activity. It's going up, it's going up, it's going up, it's going up. And then, well, now we have more people selling because they made profit at a lower price. So now the price comes down. And you just had a fake out. So when they say buy with volume confirmation, I used to do this. I don't do this anymore because the increase in volume could be increase in sellers, resulting in the price coming down. Selling at a lower price, not at a higher price, selling at a lower price just so they can get out of the trade and make their money. If that is something new that you have not heard, or if this is something that you've heard only from me, put a +7 in the chat. Put a +7 in the chat. If that is information you have only heard from me, or if that is information you just right now heard and it's like, whoa, no one's ever explained it that way. Everybody always says, buy the breakout with volume confirmation, but they never explain what volume is. And then volume could be increasing as they're selling off, resulting in a fake out. Bingo, bango, bingo, bango, mic drop. Joe, that's 2 mic drops, I know. Let's see here. Robin says, it depends. I always laugh when it's a video, but I never laughed in person. Oh, would they fall? No, I've never done. Like, I see them fall, like, oh, man. Now, I wouldn't say laugh, but it's like, really? Like the people in different countries, like Russia or wherever, where it's literally like 11 in the morning and they are like walking and it's like almost, I don't know, like they just got spun around like 80 million times because, you can drink over there and they're literally hanging on the fences and doing, it's like, oh man, that's a party I do not want to be at. Let's see here. Jesse says, Robin, great questions. Yeah. See, Jay Violet says, good morning, everybody, from Aussie land. Thank you, Jay Violet, for being here. And of course, definitely everybody smash the like. Does help support the channel. This is what I do. This is what I do every single day here at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you want to watch me more areas, make sure to go to my channel, Trade Intuition, and I go there live every day. These are the times. Also at 12 a.m. I'm doing one tonight as well, 12 a.m. But those is not a set schedule. I just do it whenever. But I'm definitely doing one tonight. So just give you a heads up. All right. Let's see here. Going down the list. Going down the list. Okay. I saw a bunch of cool people partying here. Might as well join it. There you go. Yeah, the only admission is smashing that up. If you want. List. Here. In the list. Right. Okay, check and see if there's any other questions. All set says, T.I. Joe, the short coming along. Oh, yeah, I forgot. Oh, wait, I have it up here. My short's up 9%. So short is doing good. Short is doing good at the moment. See here, +7. K Diggity says a +7. Very nice. Wes says a +7. Thank you, guys. Jay Violet, a +7. At this point, people are like, what are we doing? +7. I don't even know what the question was. So with me, I have a different way of teaching. I teach experience. I don't teach stuff that I got from a website. Now, granted, I've been to these websites. I know what these websites say. I traded these websites. Now I trade based off of experience. So whenever I'm showing anybody anything, I know what's out there and I know what's in here because, again, it's the experience. And everybody's, you want to buy with volume confirmation. That's what they will tell you. Go to any channel and say, how do I reduce fake outs? Well, you buy the breakout. How do I buy breakouts without fake outs? Or whatever. And they're going to say, well, you want to buy the breakout with volume confirmation. That's all they'll say. They won't touch on time frames. They won't touch on what volume really is. They won't do any of that. They will literally give you the information their mentor told them and their mentor told them, and so on and so forth. We got all set, the +7. Robin, +7. Thank you. Thank you. See here. So I'm assuming it's pronounced like the band, Nirvana. Appreciate you guys. Yoda the 1, 2, or Yoda the 1, 1, 2, 3. +7. Good stuff, guys. And this is what I do. I give you the experience. I don't give you what you can find on a website. But everybody out there will say buy with volume confirmation. Everybody out there. Everybody. I guarantee it. See here. Mics are expensive. Don't drop them. Yes. Bingo and a bango. Bingo and a bango. See, if you can afford to drop a mic, then you're a profitable trader. There you go. Robin says, but surely there's a way to differentiate the volume of people selling and buying, right? I mean, there is, but that's a different metric, though. I don't use that metric. I don't know what it's called, but I'm pretty sure somebody in here knows. Like there's different like indicators for that. But to me, if you have more sellers than buyers, so now we're getting to something different now. So let's say we have, see, it's not only the amount of sellers, it's the amount of what they're selling. So this gets really, so let's say we have all these sellers here, all these sellers, and all these sellers are selling a whole bunch of, I would say stock, but crypto. They have a lot. So this, how to explain it? Like this is a wallet, and it has a whole bunch of. No, that's gonna be way too confusing. So we have a whole bunch of sellers, And these sellers are selling at this level, this level, this level, this level, this level, this level, this level. So it's selling a whole bunch. They're selling a whole bunch. Now, these are the sellers. Now, these are the buyers. Now, the buyers, there's not a lot. Here, there's a lot of sellers, Man, everybody just, a whole bunch of sells. But here, there's fewer buyers. And these fewer buyers, they are trying to get a really good deal. They're not really trying to buy the token way up here. They're trying to, and they're waiting to see if these sellers will put another sell order here. And then, yes, I'll get it. And they buy it. So there could be a lot of sells and fewer buyers. But at the end of the day, what really counts, in my opinion, I could be completely wrong, where did the next candle open and close? So here's our open, here's our close. So this would make it green. Then it closed up here. So now the next candle came down here. This is my open, this is my close. So this will make it red. So for me, I really don't necessarily concern myself too much about this, but this. Now here's a trick though. When I'm looking for the momentum of the price action, when I'm looking for the strength of the move, is it making higher highs, higher lows? Now this is extremely important. I cannot stress the amount of importance it is, especially on lower market cap coins. Because these sell orders from the sellers could be placed way higher. This one, let's do this one is $1. This one's $1.25. This one's $1.26, $1.27, $1.28, $1.29, $4. And these are all $1, let's say 30. So this one is $4. This is when knowing order books comes into play. Now we have a lot of sellers selling it, but they're selling it at a really high price. These buyers, if you buy, let's say you want to buy $50 worth, and you're going to market buy. You're going to buy all these and then some of these. So you literally just jacked up the price tremendously. Now let's say you have $50, but you do a limit order because you see the price is only $1.30. You put $1.30 and you buy up all these. But you've only filled up 20% of your order. And you're wondering, why is it just sitting there? It's because the next seller is selling at $4. So in order to increase and get all your $50 worth, you have to buy from someone up here. This is why I know it's completely different what was just asked, but it kind of all ties together when it comes to buyers and sellers. So hopefully that makes sense. And I had this up the whole time. Let's see. One second. All right. Let's see. David says, you just explained a large part of the previous stream scenario with money flow going down and the price going up. Retail buying the tops and longing, smart money selling and shorting the tops with large money amounts. So I probably understand the market flow based off of other concepts, but my brain won't allow me to understand market flow. So I have to think of it a different way. But that's good that I kind of get it, but not in reference to market flow being the definition, but in essence of candle bodies and buyers, sellers. So at least that's good. So here, very good. Ada made me smile. Made my smile muscles go up a little bit. Good, good. Oh, Frank Candles is live? Okay. So we will be going over there. Let's see here. Can you explain open interest and CBD I don't know CBD. I've used it before. Open interest. To me, I used to use it. I don't use it anymore. I think of it as, and I could be completely wrong because I simplify everything. Open interest just means, in my opinion, the interest, like the, oh, that's interesting. Let me look at it. The interest that people are putting towards the coin. So if the open interest goes up, the price should go up. Open interest, OI. The price should go up. However, if open interest goes up and price, so open interest goes up, price is coming down, well, then there's divergence. This is saying that there should be an increase in price. I tried doing this because I've tried a lot of different strategies. This strategy got me wrecked. Price coming down, I enter the trade. Open interest still keeps on going up. I enter the trade. I enter the trade. I enter the trade. I enter the trade. And then finally it goes up. And then now open interest is kind of coming down. And then now it's coming up. It's like, are you kidding me? There was so much divergence right here. It was crazy. So I don't use open interest. CBD, I forgot what that was. It's on one of my favorites, but I don't use it anymore. So I don't like it for whatever reason. But I know everybody in here knows CBD. I don't. At least I don't remember. See, can we talk a little about SUI? Yeah, definitely, man. So let's do SUI real quick. So SUI, and then we'll go to Frankie Candles. So SUI mix C. So in this one, we wanted our alert sets. We want a 4-hour candle to close above this area. We actually wrote it down here. The alert did go off, and the alert did go off, and to me, it looks good. So yeah, you can enter right now, not financial advice, but I would expect a very easy retracement to at least 3.2476, finding support in this area. In my opinion, this area right here is a really great buy zone or adding to your entry if it bounces up, and it should. You have a higher likelihood. I should never say it should. It might. There's a higher likelihood that it might. So this is what I'm thinking for this. We can enter right now with the anticipation of it coming down. And let's go ahead and delete. Well, let's change this to a 2 and then delete. And then let's get all this and just move it over. No, I still want this here. Let me go ahead and lower the opacity. Of course, it's not doing it. So let me try it one more time. Why isn't it doing it? Control. Fine. Okay. I want to have all these left here. So what I'll do is I'll just put all these in its own little thing. Because this right here is a good trading. Okay. So with that being said, this is a nice buy zone. I would actually have the lower entry right around here. Let's put this as a 2. Let's go lower entry. This one we could enter now, but just knowing that we have a very strong chance it's going to come back down before coming back up. That way this makes more sense. So this would be an entry right here. And then once this, you can actually set this as a lower entry. If not, once it breaks this level, you can enter here as well. And then today, I always like doing timestamps. Today is February 20th, 2025. And time is 5:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So that's the setup. I like it. I didn't enter now. I would expect it to come down though. Whenever you enter, it's never 100%. It's always, 50% or so. So that is good. Let's see here. See, what made you start trading? What made me start trading? I was introduced to crypto by somebody, my ex. She's like, yeah, you should buy XRP. So what's XRP? And so I started looking at it and I started trading. I started learning about it. That was back in 2020. K Diggity says, I like how you explain the why, Joe. Thank you, man. Thank you. And that's one of the things that sets me apart from a lot of people. And just saying, instead of just saying what to do, I give you the whys. And for me, that's extremely important because why are you doing what you're doing? Like, it doesn't make sense. Like, I'm thinking, well, I'll use this, but you say use this. Why? Just because this is what you're supposed to use. Why? Well, when this and this happens, you're supposed to, oh, okay, well, just say that. When this and this happens, it's best to use this tool for this reason. Oh, it makes sense. Like, I can't do something if I don't know why I'm doing it. If it doesn't make sense to me, I can't remember it. But if it makes sense, like, oh, okay. Let's see, I like how you explain the why, show. A lot of people will tell you the rules, but fail to explain why they're doing these things. You take the time and elaborate, and that makes a big difference. Thank you. See, order book to differentiate buying, selling volume. Yes. See here, Robin. You really have to be paying attention and watching a lot of stuff. It starts getting really complex. I'm not sure what you're referring to. Buying the breakout or not getting faked out. I don't know what that was referring to. See, more advanced, but so this, I'm guessing this is in reference to like knowing how many buys and sells orders are there. Yeah, that's you have to know what you're paying attention to. Starts getting really complex, big time, more complex than you need it to be. And that's why I just simplify it by the candlesticks. Is it green or is it red? Did it open and close? Did the close above the open or did it close below the open? So that's really important. See here, and that's just simplified. Like I get everything that's super complicated and I literally simplify it, literally. Oh, yeah. Oh, it's still up there. I'm still in the green. I'm on short. See here, advanced, but order software shows you buys and sells within the candles. Yeah. Oh, that's what it's called. Volume footprint clusters. Yeah. And yeah, I remember that now. See here. French Toaster says, I'd like to think of volume as trader attraction to the asset. It doesn't matter if the buys or sells. It doesn't matter if the buys or sells. Volume is volume. For that reason, I keep my volume bar all one color, not green or red. Hey, there's a thought process. Yeah, so volume is volume. And not only that, but I think of volume, the one down here anyway, very important. Like this volume right here used to be my number one indicator. It's not anymore. Like it's not even on the list. Like my indicators, 1, price action, 2, countdown to bar close. This is in the order of importance. Price action, countdown to bar close. Then we can go with either the fixed range volume profile or the anchored VWAP. Because again, those tell me about volume. That volume is based off of not time, because these bars are based off of time. Each bar represents 4 hours. Now, each bar represents 1 hour. Now, each bar represents 15 minutes. So these bars represent time. When we're looking at volume, I look at fixed range volume profile and also the anchored VWAP or VWAP. Those show you the volume based off of all of this versus each individual candle. It tells me in this area, where was there more volume, here or here? So that's completely different. And for volume, it's like water. You know, we have low volume, and out of nowhere, people could just start buying it up, and now the volume starts kicking up. So I treat it like water. It can be very fluid. You guys are great. I'm loving this, man. I'm loving this so much. Let's see here. David says open interest and CVD are the best and most accurate divergence to use. I've never knew that. I will have to look into open interest again. And this is what I love, guys. I love learning. Absolutely do. And David, really smart dude. There's a lot of really great traders in here. And so if I say something that doesn't agree with your concepts, put it out there. Like there's no, oh, I'm gonna ban you. And like even on my channel, oh, I'm gonna ban you. No, I want to learn. And like for the CVD, I kind of remember, but I don't. I think it's an indicator that's down here. It's an oscillator. I don't remember. But I will have to look into that as far as divergence goes. Now, here's another thing. Do I trade divergence? Nope. Sure don't. That'll be another show though. See, open interest and CVD. I'm going to do a plus divergence. And then I'm going to do a star divergence. So there's a lot of stuff that I don't do. I don't trade divergence. Curious why? Tune in tonight, 12 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on my channel. Not this channel, but my channel. See here, there's nothing better. It is definitely unlike everything else that has a 0 to 100 scale. It goes by. Did not know that. I never looked at it for divergence. Again, I don't trade divergence, but I will definitely, because it's good to know how others trade. That way, if they ask about it, well, I can teach it and then say why I don't use it. But in addition to that, I can also see what they're seeing and how they're trading. So I have to look at that. See here, open interest and CVD needs to be used as key levels. It's not a base topic or bias topic. Open interest and CVD can't just be used whenever. Okay. I did not know that. David says 100% agree. I got to learn about that. See, we're looking at, oh, Sue. 3. See, 3. For it to pull back, yeah, perfect. For a pullback to that area, that's great. I concur. And it's right. Matter of fact, it's right where this level's at too. I concur. See, Frankie started. Joe, thanks. Gotta go. Bye. We're going over there now. Frankie is live. Joe, what are you doing? Don't forget midnight streams, peeps. Yes. Okay, so that is it for that. So now let's go to Frankie Candles for everybody who stayed here. Let's see here. Let's go to this. And we're going to go to customize. Going to go to redirects. And we're going to be going to Frankie Candles. Very nice. And we're going to save it. And then we're going to end the show. And I do greatly appreciate everybody who stuck around. Let's now go and support our boy, Frankie Candles. And I do thank you guys very much. Until the next one. Remember, on my channel, tonight, 12 a.m., we're going live. And then remind me any questions you have, because that's what I do. All right, thank you so much, guys. We'll see you at Frankie Candles. Let's go continue the party. As always, let's make this money. Take care, guys.